Greetings, denizens of the multiverse. This is your captain speaking. We are at broadcast depth. Hello, multiverse. We are receiving you. Preparing for interface. We are using your brain's electrical system as a receiver. You are receiving this broadcast as a waking dream. You are receiving this broadcast in order to become a part of this dream and to see into worlds beyond. Are you ready? Get ready. Be prepared to enter worlds stranger than you've ever imagined. Worlds that lie beyond this one. Welcome to Multiverse Theater.
The time is 0830 Pacific Standard Time. It is currently a cool 65 degrees Fahrenheit. NOAA has detected and forecasted heavy rainfall today and all of this week. Please be advised to wear appropriate all-weather clothing with up-to-standards environmental sealing as well as filter masks. Medical stations are all stocked up and emergency rescue teams are on standby. Have a pleasant day. It is currently 14:30 Pacific Standard Time. Heavy rainfall inbound to the islands. Unpredicted surges are battering the outer walls. Travel time between islands has been increased by an additional 30 minutes. Please adjust your activities accordingly and notify all parties involved. Emergency rescue teams are on patrol to assist. Have a pleasant day.
Care and handling of danger. Among the other important information in your Safety Regulations Monitor is an indicator of your local zone's danger level. This represents both the general level of danger that one must expect in that zone, as well as the level of danger one may introduce to the zone. If your zone's danger level is 401 or higher, then there are no rules. Nothing is stopping you. Nobody is around to help. Welcome to the jungle. We're going to make Funky Town look like Sunday school. If your zone's danger level is between 400 and 251, then you are required to have an easily accessible and ready weapon at all times within the zone. All weapons short of Class H classification are authorized for carry in these zones. It is recommended that you spend as little time as you can in these zones. If your zone's danger level is between 250 and 151, you are required to have a dedicated secure space to store any dangerous weapons or tools when they are not in use. All weapons and tools of Class E or lower are authorized for ownership in these zones. If your zone's danger level is between 150 and 51, then any Class C tools must be kept at the worksite there to be used in or in a designated tool storage area. Weapons must be secured in a safe space with any ammunition or power supply stored in a separate munition safe. Anyone in possession of a weapon or dangerous tool of Class C or greater must be able to present certification of proficiency on request. Weapons of Class E or greater are not permitted for carry in these zones. If your zone's danger level is 50 or lower, then all dangerous tools and weapons must be handled and carried by professionals. Any individual found in possession of such items is liable to face legal repercussions as outlined in your local legal documentation. Classification of tools and weapons. This section is only to give a general sense of what classes cover what general tools and weapons and does not cover all examples of weapons in a class. Comprehensive details on all known items in each class can be found in the classifications reference document. Class A tools and weapons consist of anything that requires extensive knowledge, skill, and effort to do any harm with, including pocket knives, slings, and number 2 pencils. These weapons are considered highly unlikely to cause deliberate or accidental harm. Class B tools and weapons consist of weapons and tools that are impractical as weapons but still capable of damage, such as ground stampers, dual-headed axes, and Desert Eagle handguns. Class C tools and weapons consist of tools that can easily deal grievous bodily harm, such as chainsaws and sledgehammers, alongside practical weapons with little chance for collateral damage used properly, such as long swords, shotguns, and plasma puffers. Class D weapons consist of any weapons capable of notable collateral damage, such as assault rifles, laser weaponry, and pinwheel axes. Class D licensing is typically only given to professionals and those with a particular fascination with weapons. Class E weapons consist of weapons that have been modified for increased efficacy in ways that would break classification. Some examples include shortening the weapon or giving a non-automatic weapon automatic capabilities. Class F weapons consist of weapons capable of causing significant collateral damage, such as flamethrowers, grenade launchers, and wave blades. We are aware that these are the cool ones. We do not care. Class G weapons consist of weapons capable of causing enough focused damage to crash passing spacecraft, such as flak cannons, rocket launchers, and gravy wavers. Class H weapons consist of weapons capable of punching a hole in the hull.
Revolutionary, game-changing, life-saving, essential. These are the words that have become associated with stabilized accelerated health recovery items like the Stim Pack and recovery potions. Utilizing a combination of bleeding-edge nanomachine-delivered nanomedication in conjunction with cultivated and engineered wound healing factors, Stim Packs and recovery potions are able to temporarily boost the body's metabolic and mitotic capabilities in order to treat and disinfect wounds, improve cellular and muscular recovery, fight off and remove illnesses and toxins, restore telomeric levels to optimal, and so much more. Because of these advances in personalized medicine, the average person is able to recover from threats that would otherwise be life-threatening and reap the benefits of better health. Despite this, the traditional modern medical industry is still thriving, as these medicines have not rendered the traditional methods invalid entirely, and in many cases have bolstered the efficacy of modern medical practices and solutions. In this documentary, we will do a deep dive into the history of Stim Packs and recovery potions, follow its growth and evolution, how it's changed over the centuries, and what lies ahead for the Stim Pack and recovery potions industry, and what challenges are coming their way. This and more on Marvels and Miracles with your host, Jan Vanderberg, and her co-host, Ulrich Yamaha. Del Rey's is a very trendy, very nouveau, hip bar and grill located in the interior of downtown St. Paul, along the Upper Plate, overlooking the scenic Mississippi Inland Sea. The trademark cuisine is a reflection of the personal style that Del Rey's cultivates and exemplifies. A master-crafted blend of traditional European and Asian dishes with a Midwestern flair, the house dish, as it is called, is served out of a tin exterior porcelain cord bowl which looks like it's seen better days, paired with a matching set of lacquered chopsticks, bearing a design that became popular with the earlier settlers of what became the San Empire. Blaring over the restaurant's ferrofluid speakers is the latest in East African trip-hop straight from the Mombasa technocracy. Every now and again, classic hits from before the wars chime in, ranging from Ladytron and Andy Lundquist to D-Vision and Ray Covington. As I sit here and enjoy my serving of the house dish, I occasionally catch a glimpse of my host, Marcus Del Rey, the owner and creator of Del Rey's, a 53-year-old cybernetically augmented Chinese-Brazilian Hasidic Jew from the Rochester sector. He's a big fan of Korean pop drama Tridios, which he occasionally streams on the restaurant Central Tridio display set. His wife, Balia Del Rey, herself is a statuesque beauty, a mountain of curves and a muscle from the Jupiter Exospora colony. A renowned spacer, Balia herself has been thrice blessed by both Fae and Demon, a rarity if ever there was one.
Cells in your body are not optimized. Everything you do brings you intense discomfort. Your hands feel achy and worn out. Walking and running no longer helps you get around. Your back, both lower and upper, feels tense all the time. There is only one solution to your problems, and it doesn't require invasive surgery to correct this. Orichalcum infusion, the legendary god metal of mythology. Orichalcum is the key element in the pursuit of a better life. Donning the orichalcum-infused garments and consuming orichalcum-infused supplements will help the body achieve true optimization. Full musculoskeletal potential actualization is possible. Orichalcum will bond with your cardiovascular system and interface with your endocrine system in order to achieve true optimization. Improved circulation and reduction of waste motion can be had with no need for extensive training. Orichalcum infusion will integrate itself with your brain and DNA, bypassing biochemical barriers in order to unlock your full potential. You will be able to control your body through sheer will alone. Act now and become a god among baseliners. Become a champion of the divine. As an infused, you will experience greater strength, durability, stamina, reflexes, recovery and regeneration, and more. Your body will become more resistant to the elements and external threats in the form of chemical ballistic weaponry and biochemical warfare. And as an added bonus, you will be able to access food in jars without need for external devices. Order Orichalcum Infusion today, and you will receive bonus items, such as the Orichalcum Interface System, a bleeding-edge Orichalcum infusion and monitoring device that makes sure that your Orichalcum levels stay optimal at all times. Never be less than what you are ever again. Along with that, you will receive the Orichalcum Infusion Mask, which is a proven and effective defender against inhalable airborne biochemical threats and is capable of effectively purifying the air for your body's needs. Equipping all Orichalcum infusion garments gives you unfettered and improved access to the ISN. No knowledge is off limits to you and your Orichalcum infused brain. Become an improved expert overnight with all relevant experiences and reflexes. Benefit from increased situational awareness. Stay connected to all other Orichalcum infused. Join the Orichalcum Ascension today. Experience true optimization and your fullest potential, and become exempt from a life of loss and failure. Orichalcum infusion garments are reusable, machine washable, moisture wicking, and antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, and antiviral. All of this and more can be yours for a single payment of 250 standard credit dollars. For additional payment of 500 standard credit dollars, you will be gifted with off-world holiday trips to a destination of your choice, as well as a lifetime supply of specially formulated Orichalcum-infused rations. Act now and join the Orichalcum Ascension today. Embrace the orichalcum apotheosis and become the future.
We thank you for tuning in to this latest installment. Join us next time for another exciting episode of Multiverse Theater.